Hey guys, Dani here, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today I'm going to give you 3 podcasts that I think that every musician should be listening to. Coming up. For me, what makes a good podcast and one that I recommend, especially for music podcasts, is one that gives good information, has dynamic hosts or host, and lastly, one that has very helpful resources and easily accessible resources. So that's kind of the criteria that I went off of when I was picking the 3 podcasts that I'm recommending to you today. So the first podcast is The Savvy Musician Show. I like this podcast because to me, Leah is very personable and she's very not corporate. Like whatever the opposite of corporate is, that's what she is. And I really love learning from her because she is a stay-at-home mom who makes a full-time income off of music without touring. The second podcast that I recommend is the DIY Musicians Podcast. And this is run by CD Baby, but I just love the hosts on it. Their back and forth is great. And I love how they focus not just on like launching an album, but the things that surround launching an album. So that includes like social media and YouTube and all those other things that help bolster your career, that kind of build up the package to launch a successful album, which I find super helpful. The last podcast that I have for you guys is the Creative Juice Podcast. I really like this podcast because it focuses mostly on marketing and kind of breaks down the different like marketing strategies. And for me particularly, how I came across them was while I'm trying to build my website, they have a great series on what a musician's website should have on it. And I found that super helpful, super valuable, and just all of the little insights they have about marketing is just really great. And as a bonus, I'm going to shamelessly plug my podcast. It's called Let's Talk Creative. I just recently started it, and I don't really know what the flow or context of it's going to end up truly being, which is why I would love for you guys to check it out and give me feedback so that I can really refine it and make it something awesome. It's not going to focus primarily on music. For me, where I express music stuff is mostly on YouTube, and the podcast is my way of expressing all of those other types of creativity that I love to do and would love to like interview awesome people and to talk about different creative topics. I am going to leave all of these podcast links in the description. And if you guys have a favorite podcast or any podcast that you recommend that I listen to, I would love to hear your suggestions in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to get daily music content. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.